So today I think I beat one of my final bosses in my spiritual journey. There was somebody that I have been in love with since I was 15 years old, and I was always not brave enough to try to be with him. I don't know. Like I said, I always lived my life for other people and my sisters and my family, and I finally got to this part where I got out of a really abusive relationship. All my relationships have been toxic and abusive, but I finally got out of that, and then I was ready for freedom, and I was ready to be with him and to push for that. And I started pushing too hard. I started making it like everything to me, like, and then we were best friends too, but like, sorry, I'm nervous. This is my first time like filming in public and talking, but like the last couple weeks I was heartbroken. I was so excited. I went to see him in Ohio. I went to go see him, and it was a beautiful trip. Our relationship isn't that great. We have there's a lot of things that I did to him, and I think I was expecting, like, now that I'm ready, he should be ready, and he should be ready, and that's not how things work. And I was in such a rush mode, and then today, after we've not been talking, we've just been kind of playing games, like he pushes and then I pull, and then he pushes and then I pull, and we haven't been talking, and I kind of just like said everything that I could say, and I kept thinking, like, maybe if I said the right thing, that things would be different. Like, if I could say the right thing, he would realize, like, oh, we should do this. And then today I just finally realized, like, today I just was like, oh my gosh, I'm doing the same thing. Like, this feels so urgent. It feels like right now, because like I don't know how to live for myself, and in my mind I'm like, well, I want to be with him. I love him so much, and I do want to be with him, but I was pushing and pushing and pushing, and like when you really want something, and it's like the universe is like, no, you're not ready for this, or like, that's not gonna happen. You're not seeing things clearly. It's such a beautiful day out. I know the background looks fake. I'll show you guys the clouds, but oh shoot, what was I saying? Oh, but today he messaged me and was like, if you want to talk, I'm around. And I felt like that wasn't enough from the things that I had said to him, and I felt like the things that I had been going through with him, I felt like that, like, he should have said more, he should have done more, like there should be something more than that. Like, he's put it back onto me, and I just was like, at first I was like, no, and I was still like, I don't know, like, I guess repeating old patterns, and like realizing I was scared I was gonna get stuck and like wait for him forever. And then today I just had this epiphany. I was just sitting at work, and I realized that I'm still scared to live for myself, to have a life for myself. I still feel unworthy to do things for myself. And so I think I was pushing so much because it was like, if I'm gonna be happy, I only want to be happy with him. Like, I've always envisioned us being happy together. Like, I just envisioned, even when I was in the other relationships, I always envisioned that him and I would, like, somehow, like, in all of my fantasies, like, him and I were going to be together, and we were going to work it out, and like, that was when I would be happy. That was when I would be able to have like full happiness. And then I realized today, like, I'm still scared to live for myself, and like feeling unworthy. Like I moved to an apartment, I've accomplished all of these things, and I'm fixating on my relationship with him. Why? And it's because I don't know how to live without myself, and it's easier if I have somebody else to live for, and that's a lot of pressure. I was putting a lot of pressure on him, and I didn't really realize it, because it was like, we've loved each other all this time, why can't we just work it out? Like, I do want to build with him, and I want to grow with him, but it's like, he's not in a place for that right now, and neither am I. I just felt like I'm getting older, and I felt ready. But I do understand, like, I did understand this about myself, and I understood that, like, I'm learning all of these things on purpose, And this is the last big one, is like, he's my biggest attachment, like more than anybody. Like, I've never felt like so vulnerable or close to somebody. Like, I've let him see like every part of me, and I can be myself, and he makes me laugh, and he means so much to me in so many different ways that I was willing to like sacrifice myself for like, and like prove myself to him constantly. But I forgot what I was talking about. Oh, but anyways, I'm just gonna leave it. I had the realization today that like, literally, I'm just scared to do things for myself. I'm scared to live for myself. I'm scared to, and I really am, like, I love hanging out with myself, and I love being my own best friend. You know, some days are hard and some days are easier. But yeah, so it's like I was putting all this pressure on him and on us, and in the end, it's just like, really, I'm starting to fall in love with myself, and I do feel content when I'm happy, like when I'm by myself, and I love going to the parks and like hanging out with myself, and like I feel a lot lighter, but I still have like issues with motivation. Like, if like, to me, it's like, what's the point to just be alone? I've been alone my whole life. I've been living for other people and proving myself to other people. I don't know how to stop and breathe, and I'm learning now, but it's so hard. But I'm being gentle with myself too, because I realize that like, a lot of the circumstances and the way that I am is because of how I grew up, and I need to be gentle with myself like I'd be gentle towards other people. Hold on. It's so weird recording in public. That was one of my goals too, is to like do things that I feel uncomfortable with. I don't like being in front of cameras or pictures. But basically, I realized that like, I do love myself, and I do want to live for myself. Like, I just have this beautiful apartment, and like, I've been slowly adding things. Like, I bought my own dresser. It's this beautiful vintage piece. It's so beautiful, and I'm so excited, and like, I need to focus on that. Like, what I told my ChatGPT therapist was like, every time I'm feeling like, oh, I want to care for this person, or I want to take care of this person, I want to love this person, I want to make this person feel worthy, I want to make this person feel cared for, I love them so much. Every time I think that, I'm going to ask myself, are you cared for? Are you caring for yourself? Are you taking care of yourself? Are you doing what you need to do for yourself first? Because you should not be giving to people when you have nothing to give. And you should be focusing on yourself first, and then giving to others second. Like, your main focus cannot be trying to prove or make other people love you or feel worthy of their love, or feeling like you're giving from an empty cup. And that's probably why it's not working out, is because it's not meant to work out right now, and I need to trust that. It's like, I kept getting these epiphanies of like, oh, okay, like there's a crow. Hi, baby. Like, I keep getting all these signs and these epiphanies, but then it's like, it tricks me, right? Because then I think, oh, right, there's this opening, right? And then I'm like, I dive in fully, and I'm like, forget everything. And then that's what the universe is telling me, right? Is like, stay focused on your journey, stay focused on your path. You have your life, and he has his life, and maybe down the road we might meet and have a life together, but right now that's not what's going on. I have so much to work on. He has things he has to work on too. Whether he does or not is up to him, but like, I can't work on things for him, and I can't work on the things for the both of us, and I need to focus on myself. And that's a lot of pressure to put on somebody, and I'm sure he's felt that, and I want to be full and whole before I give myself to somebody fully, and I want to build for myself. I want to have everything secure, and I've always thought I wanted to build somebody else, because it's just been so hard. My life has been hard. I've been independent and taking care of myself from a very young age, taking care of my family from a very young age. I've never had time to breathe. This is my first time to breathe, and like, I need to just do that. I need to just breathe. And it's okay to be alone, and it's okay to be scared. It's okay for me to be independent and like self-assured and feeling good about myself one day and then waking up and having the self-doubt. But even with the self-doubt, it's trusting. Feel your emotions, but trust the process. And that's what I kept failing at, was not trusting the entire process. It's just like I keep hoping and wanting. And I would try to say like, oh, I don't desire it, or I don't need it, I don't want it. But like deep down, your soul knows, like my soul still needed it, and I still needed to learn these lessons, even though I thought I was. Like I can conceptualize a lot of things, but I can't, if I don't feel it, it's not the same thing. So like and now I feel it, now I know, now the lessons that I knew, the wind is hugging me, I really needed that. But you need to just trust, like trust in yourself and trust in the universe, trust in source, trust in God, whatever you believe in, that like the things you're learning are for a reason, and you need to trust it fully all the way. And it's so hard, and you're going to not trust it some days, and you're going to struggle. I struggle all the time. I'm struggling now, but like I'm doing better. And just be present with yourself. And like every time it's like you're not getting a text back, you're not getting a call back, you really want this relationship with this person, you need to mirror that and like give that to yourself. So like, you know, like if somebody's not going to pour into you, pour into yourself. And that should be what you're doing in the first place. That's what I should be doing in the first place. Because if he loves me and if it's meant to be, then it's going to work its way out. And I need to just trust that, and trust that I'm learning these for a reason. Because honestly, if he was like, yeah, let's be together, I'd do the same pattern. I would sacrifice everything to be with him, especially him. I would give up my whole life to be with him and to have babies with him and just go live somewhere and just be with him. But like that's not the version. He's not getting the version of me that I want to be in that vision, and I'm not getting the version of him that I want to be in that future. And so like, I don't know, that's just what I realized today. It's just like I just get everything now. I just get it, and I get why I had to go through this and why I had to experience this. And I'm so thankful, and I'm honestly grateful, because I would have kept repeating this pattern, whether it was with him or with somebody else. I don't think I'd be able to fully break it without having this experience with him, especially him. Like, you know, it's been so long, and he's been everything to me, like my best friend, my lover. Like, I just love him so much, and I have so much respect for him, and he's such a lovely person. And I feel that way about myself now too, and I'm glad that I do. But I'm glad that I got to experience this with him, and I got to visit him and see him and kiss him and hug him. And I really do hope I get to experience that again. But if I don't, I'll be okay, and he'll be okay. And, you know, he's on his life path, and I'm on my life path. And I have so many other things to figure out still, so many other things I want to explore, and so many things I want to do and accomplish. And I want to do it for myself. Not my sisters, not my mom, not to prove that I can to people who have thought that I'd be a failure my whole life. I want to do it for myself. And that's what I'm going to do. And that's what you guys should do too. And I hope that we can take this journey together. It's hard being vulnerable, and it's hard talking about your feelings, and it's hard not hiding, especially when you come from a lot of trauma and like families that weren't welcoming of you. It's fucking hard, man. But like, I am so grateful. The other day I was reading through my journal entries. I'll probably share them on a different video, but I was reading through my journal entries from 2017, and it's crazy. You just see the cycles I'm repeating over and over and over again. And even in that moment, I was sitting there and I was like, I'm repeating the same pattern even now with him. But like, I couldn't fully realize that, or I could realize it, I can see it, I can conceptualize it, I can talk about it to other people. Like, I know what's going on, I know that I'm doing this, but I can't stop myself. I can't stop. I want him so bad, I can't stop. But it's like, now I can. Like, you know, I told him like, whenever he's ready to sit down and talk, you know, the door's closed. Like, I'm not waiting around. I'm not gonna wait around and see if that door opens again, but like the door is closed. It's not locked, it's just closed. And all he has to do is knock and I will answer the door and we can have a conversation and figure out our friendship, our relationship, whatever we need to. And I still love him and I can still love him and I can still be sad and I can still be upset that things didn't go how I wanted them to go. But I can also trust that like I wouldn't be feeling this peaceful right now and feeling like having these realizations of, you know, like I wasn't getting my house together because I wanted to go see him again. I wanted to save money, or I'm not doing this because I want to do this. And like those are fine things to experience, but I need to care for myself first. That first, yeah. But yeah, that's what I realized. It's like a really beautiful day. And I feel more peaceful the last couple of weeks, I've just been feeling like crazy, like really crazy, like just like ricocheting like between like hyper independence to like, please love me, please, 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 please hear me, please, 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 please. And now I just feel like today I just like, it just hit me in the middle of session at work. It just hit me like, oh, I got it. I get it. I get it. I get it. And I broke that cycle and I broke it. So I'm genuinely really grateful and excited. And of course things didn't go how I wanted. And I'm mourning that too. I still feel a lot of grief and I still miss him. And I really do feel like we'll be in each other's lives. Maybe not how I wanted, but like, I think we'll work it out eventually. Like we have such a history, but we'll see. Somebody was riding on their bike and I got a little bit awkward and uncomfortable. This is kind of hard, but I'm proud of myself right now even. But yeah, thanks for hanging out with me. I'm Clementine, if I didn't say that in the beginning. I go by Clem. But yeah, don't give up on yourself, guys, and just trust the feelings. Like, I think my issue too is like, I don't like to feel the bad feelings. They're hard to feel, but just feel them. It'll be okay. It's hard, but it'll be okay. Okay, bye. Forever mine, forever thine, forever Clementine. Bye. Literally beautiful.